Joe here. I'm with my friend Tim today. Now, Tim and I make bows just a little bit differently, but they still come out as good. So let's share with them how we each make our bows.
Okay.
Now, we're using wire-edged ribbon, which,
right.
Tim, I don't know, it's my favorite because you can really maneuver your bows a little bit better.
Right, and it holds its shape. And also, you can keep your bow for next year and just fluff it up.
Absolutely. So I'll let you get started. And I'm going to show you what I do when I start. However long I want my tail to be, that's what I'm going to leave in length. And I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to twist it around my finger like that. Now, I didn't cut my length of ribbon before I started.
Right.
Do you do that to yours?
I don't. I just take it off the rope.
Okay. So now tell us what you're doing.
Now, I find a piece of board, and in this case, I just choose a DVD cover. And what I'm doing is wrapping it around about 8 to 12 times,
okay,
depending on the size of the bow and the fullness of the bow that you want.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead. Now, I made my first loop, and I'm holding it with these two fingers. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with each loop, and I'm going to put it back there, and I am going to twist it and go back and hold it with my fingers. So when I make my second loop, I'm going to kind of look and see, because obviously I want my bow to be symmetrical, so this loop's going to be as long as that one. I'm going to turn it, and how are you coming?
So I've got my 8 rounds, and I'm going to cut a V on each end. And what you do is once you cut the V on both ends, you bring the two V's together.
Okay. Oh, well, that looks pretty easy.
And then I just tie it off with a piece of ribbon about 1 foot long.
And you see what I'm doing is I'm just going to continue making my loops, but now I want you to notice each loop gets just probably about 1/2 inch to 1 inch longer, and it really depends on how big you want your bow. Okay, well, you're getting yours done pretty good there.
Well, I've got mine tied off, and now what I want to do is take from the inside, just put my fingers inside, turn it away from me, then take the next one, turn it toward me, and just keep going back and forth.
Okay, well, that looks pretty easy. I'm going to have to catch up here. You know how many pieces you have on either side when you wound it, right?
Right.
Okay. See, me, as I'm making my bow, I'm going to count, because there's my center, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to make sure that I have the even amount of loops on the other side. The trick to the bow that I'm making, it's that twist in the back. Most of the time you're going to be using ribbon that is just one-sided, so you want to make sure, of course, that your loop's the right way. I'm using a chenille stem to tie mine, and I'm just going to go through, and I'm going to pull it really tight.
Once you get your bow, I grab by the two pieces I tied it with, and I just start fluffing it up.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I've got this pet peeve about bow making. I hate it when people don't finish the ends of their bow.
I do the same thing.
You know, if you're just not able to get that bow making down, well, you know, you can go into your local Michael store and go to the floral counter, pick out your ribbon, and they'll make the bows for you. Be sure and go to our website, and we'll show you everything there is about making a bow for the holidays. Pretty good, Tim.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good.
Nice bow. Want to trade?
Okay, sure. I made this bow. How'd I do? Thanks, Tim.